Real quickly, I'm going to tell you what's in my day pack for when I go on a hike. It's going to have a little bit of a twist to it though. Hey, what's going on? It's Matt. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight, I am going to talk about the contents that I put in a day pack for a day hike. And a day hike for me is anywhere from 6 to 13 miles. I don't go crazy. I'm old. But it's going to have a little bit of twist on it because there's hundreds and hundreds of videos like this on YouTube. And mine will probably get lost in the shuffle like a lot of them do. But a lot of people who actually film their hikes, such as me, never talk about their camera gear and where they put it in their bags. They just film it and say, this is what goes in my, goes my day pack or my backpacking bag, and there it is. And I've actually reached out to a couple of bigger hiking YouTubers and literally asked them, do you include your camera gear in your base weight? And they always say no. And I just think that's silly because you're giving this illusion that you're not probably carrying an extra 4 to 5 pounds. So this isn't what's in my camera bag or what camera gear I bring on a day hike, but it is kind of explaining to you the extra stuff as someone who films their hikes. And granted, I'm no Craig Adams, but brings on a day hike. So without further ado, let's talk about the bag. This is the Gregory Citro 30. The good thing about most of this video is that I'll be able to link a video somewhere up here about this bag. I absolutely love this bag, but it's 30 liters, and a lot of people say, well, gee, that's pretty big for a day hike. Well, it's not when you see everything that I got to put in it. So first off, let's start with the drone. I do bring my drone on hikes. I do know where I cannot fly it. So DJI Mavic Mini. This is going to go down at the bottom, and I'm going to kind of have it go up and down like this so I can reach the grab handle really, really well. Next up, this is a camera cube, and what this essentially is this gives you the ability to turn any backpack into kind of like a camera backpack. You can't hold a ton of stuff in it, but what will be in here and what's not in here now is obviously the Sony a6400. There is an extra lens on it, so I'll bring the Sigma 16 prime, and I'll also bring a 50 prime just to see if I can get some interesting shots. And so this camera that I'm talking to right now will go into it. I do not film videos with the Sony a6400, so the microphone will not be coming with me. So that will go in next. And if you're looking at this, you're like, wow, most of your room is gone already. That's because I got to bring this stuff in. Also, just real quickly, in that camera cube, I have a circular polarizer, and I have an ND, a variable ND filter that goes anywhere from 6 to 9, an extra battery, and a bunch of other stuff, specifically just for the camera. But like I said, that's not even what this video is about. So next up, let's talk about kind of just essentials on the trail. This is the Osprey roll. I'll have a link for this up above. This is pretty much an all-in-one kit for me. This goes everywhere that I go. There's a first aid kit in here. There is an emergency blanket in here. There is a lighter in here. There's a spoon in here. There's water filtration. There's Aqua Mirror tabs in here. There's everything in this little pouch, but this is also going to double as my first aid kit. So just know that there is a first aid kit in here. It's pretty extensive too. Like I said, link above for the video on this. If you're looking at the bag right now, you're like, oh, this thing's stuffed. It's full. It's not heavy, so to speak, but it is stuffed. Next up, I'm going to do some snacks. This is just emergency snacks in here. So it really doesn't matter where it goes in the bag. I'll probably put it somewhere down here and have it just kind of loosely lay back there. This is the poop kit. This is the infamous poop kit. Look, even on day hikes, I bring the poop kit. Contents in here, very comprehensive. I think I should win an award for how comprehensive this poop kit is, but there's a link to this video up above as well. I will put that also on the back of the outside of the pack, down at the bottom. This is empty right now. Essentially what it will have in it is overnight oats. The snack bag that I just showed you is literally an emergency snack bag. If you're not familiar with overnight oats, look it up. It's awesome. It's something that I take on my day hikes, and even when I go fishing now, because it satiates you for the whole day. It's oatmeal soaked overnight. I use almond milk, throw some peanut butter in there, and some fruit sometimes, maybe a banana. It's really good, but for the purposes of this video, this is empty because I haven't made it yet, and I am going hiking tomorrow. So I'm going to put this in just so you can see the space and how it fills up. Next up, I'll bring a 32-ounce Nalgene. I won't bring a big Nalgene, and I like Nalgenes because, one, God forbid something goes wrong, right? God forbid I get stuck out there and I'm by myself. Because I have a lighter and fire starters on me, I can boil water and pour, I can basically put this over a open flame. Not close to it. I'll maybe do a video on this one day, but you can put and make boiling water in these. It's tricky, can be done. If you have another pot, you could pour it directly in boiling water. These things are amazing. I don't like water bladders or anything else. So that will go on the side down here. Now we're going to kind of get into the more intricate stuff. I will be bringing a sit pad. I typically don't, but just because I'm bringing two cameras, and I'll get into the other camera in a second, I like have the ability to put the cameras down if I need to on something that's completely and totally dry. That is kind of, big enough and long enough to essentially not have the camera just roll off into something wet. So that will go in the back part of this bag right here. And then we're going to get into the small stuff. Sunscreen. I just bring a little spray bottle of sunscreen. I'll typically put that on the back. I bring some chapstick with SPF in it. I bring a little thing of bug spray. And then get this out of the way too. This is my tripod for the camera that I actually film my hikes with. Now, I could bring the big tripod that I have on right now, and I did that almost all last year, and I like it because this tripod can get to my eye level and higher. That's how big of a tripod it is, but it does weigh a ton. This is a great little foldable, bendy tripod. It's not a Joby. It costs like 20 bucks. I've had this thing for a while. It has not broken on me. Also, too, you can hold your cell phone. It's already built in there, but I love this thing. And what this is used for, obviously, is a tripod, but down here, filming another shot of this particular video, is the Sony RX100 5A. So this is the tripod that I'm going to be bringing, and I will just put that on the other side where the water bottle would go. And then let's not forget about light. I also bring a headlamp with me. It doesn't matter if you're going in the middle of the day. It's just a safety precaution to have. So I put the headlamp on the outside right here. For a multi-tool / knife, this is just a Skeletal by Leatherman, something I've had for going on 11 years now. It's not lightweight, but because I'm bringing multiple cameras, it has a decent enough knife on it, and essentially, I don't know, I love this thing, and even though it's not light, I still bring it. That will go in there. And then right here is the case for the Sony RX100. I just bring this just to show you guys that I do protect it when it's out. And lastly, I bring sunglasses. This is the last thing that I bring. I'll just throw that in the back, and then I will close up my bag. And that is what I bring on a day hike. Now, because it is technically March, let's just call it March for right now. In Northern California, it's still cold in the mountains, so I don't hike in pants. I can't stand it. I hate it, so I'm not going anywhere that is below freezing, but I do have my clothes behind me right here. And prototypically, if it was warmer out, it's just a pair of shorts, a pair of running shorts, and a lightweight North Face long sleeve shirt. That's kind of for summer hiking and spring hiking, but because it's going to be cold tomorrow, I'm bringing this Columbia rain jacket, and I don't have it in the bag because it's going to be cold, but if it was going to be warm, I'd still bring this and shove it into the back part of the pack where the mesh pouch is. So, hey, look, that's what I bring in my camera bag. The camera that I will be shooting photos with, which is the A6400, will go on a capture clip by Peak Design that goes on your harness. If you don't know what those are, look them up. They're phenomenal. And the Sony RX100 will be somewhere else. It'll be on a tripod watching me walk away. If you've seen any of my hiking videos, you know that I don't do talking to the camera. I watched a Craig Adams video about a year ago, and it just totally changed the way that I made my hiking videos. So, ton of stuff, a lot of stuff that someone who does not film their hikes would need, but I bring it. I like the drone. I like the cameras. And now I've got a bigger camera to take better photos with. So, hope everyone enjoyed this. If you like this video, please like it. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Wow, I can't even speak. Got marbles in my mouth again. I am going hiking tomorrow. That's why I'm doing this. And for the people that are here for fishing, I'm going fishing on Sunday. I'm getting out of the house. No more sitting in the office. Thanks for watching these things. Be safe.